children, here we are again. We're going to have a story from my first Bible today. And this is called His Father's Business. And it's about when Jesus was a little boy. He was about 12, I think. Oh, yes, he was. When he was 12 years old, Jesus went with his family to visit the temple in Jerusalem. After the visit, his parents and all of his family started for home. They had travelled a full day's journey towards Nazareth before Mary and Joseph discovered that Jesus wasn't with them. Mary and Joseph hurried back to Jerusalem, where they spent 3 days looking for Jesus. Finally, they found him in the temple, which is a bit like church. He was sitting with all the teachers, listening and asking questions. Everyone was very surprised by how much he knew. "We've been really worried," said Mary. Jesus answered, "Well, didn't you know that I'd be in my Father's house? Where did you expect me to be?" His answer puzzled his mother, but she was very glad that Jesus was safe. And Jesus went back home with his parents. He grew bigger and wiser and became much loved by all who knew him. We're going to carry on to the next story now. This is when Jesus had grown up a little bit more. And this man here is called John the Baptist, and he was Jesus' cousin, and his mum, his name was Elizabeth. John the Baptist was a prophet who lived near Jerusalem. He ate grasshoppers and wild honey. His clothes were made of camel's hair, and he always wore a big leather belt. John was very wise. Many people came to hear him preach, and he baptized them in the River Jordan. Do you remember sometimes we have baptismal services at church? That's when you go under the water and then you come back up again. And he did it in a river. One day Jesus came and asked John to baptize him. But John didn't want to because he knew that Jesus was wiser and more holy than he was. "You should be baptizing me," he said to Jesus. But Jesus said it was right for John to baptize him. So there we go, look, there's Jesus. So John baptized Jesus in the river. And when Jesus rose out of the water, the sky opened and the Spirit of God, like a dove, came down to him. At the same time, a voice from heaven said, "You are my own dear son, and I am very pleased with you." That's lovely, isn't it? So that proves that Jesus was God's son because God spoke to him, didn't he, from heaven? I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, children. Bye-bye.